Good day, everyone. Um, you are welcome to another uh, session of data analytics program. Last class, we started SQL and we were able to touch how to create a database and table. So using create commands and creating it manually. Today, we are going to uh, touch other commands under DDL, which is a data definition language. So we check alter command, drop, truncate, and rename. Okay. Now, so if we look at the first one, which is create, so before we can use any other commands under DDL, so we must have used create to create that object. So maybe a table or a database. Okay. So before you can use any other one here, alter, drop, because if there's no any existing database, so there's no a database that we drop or that we alter. So you must have used create commands before you can use any other commands under PDL, right? So now, so let's open exam to run the codes. Okay. Now, so but while opening the exam, so let me show you the example of author. So this is create. Okay. So let's start with drop. Okay. So second one is drop. So we use drop to delete a table permanently or to delete a database. Okay. So now this is the syntax. Drop table, then the name of the table. Okay. So that means if you want to drop a table, so that table must be in existence. Okay. So we have this command drop, then table, then the name of the table. So now we want to set user type. So what we have in user type is our student. So we want to change it from student to what, to admin. Okay. So, but we have 4 records there. We just want to change some set of records. Okay. So you have to give update. You have to give it condition that will support what I want to do. Now, update my record. Set what? User type equals to admin. Where, okay, where ID less than or equals to 3. Okay, where ID less than or equals to 3, it means it's going to start from 1 to what, to 3. Okay, so when you end with semicolon, click on what, go. So 3 rows affected. Let's check. Can you see that? So now we we have different ways of using updates. So it depends on what you want to do. So you just need to think faster. That how are we going to achieve this? Are you getting it? Like now we have okay, for this one that we have 100, 200, 200. So let us assume all of them supposed to be in 100 level. So, but we have assigned 200 for 2 students here, 300. So if we want to change this, we may not change first of all. So if we want to change this one, so we just have to we change our condition. So it's going to be update. Then what? My records. So set level equals to what? 100. Where? Okay. Well, if you don't use where, so it's going to change all the records. Okay. So if you just leave, you can leave it like this. So we may not use where. Okay. So we may not use where. So if we don't use where, so it's going to change. Yes. Okay. So it will change all to 100. Okay. So like now, if you have update commands that, okay, set surname to Henry or set gender to male. So it's going to change all the records. So it will change the records for the gender, change everything to what, to male. But if I want to change a set of records, so you have to use condition where as a particular record is this. I hope our update is clear. Okay. So now the last one is delete. Delete commands. So to use delete commands, so you can also use this. Okay. You can click on delete button. But let's start from let's write it. Delete. Okay, from the table name, my records. Okay, delete from my records. Okay, so if you use delete from my records, if you use only this one, you're going to delete all. Okay, so it will work like truncate. Okay, but now you want to delete is a particular record, a certain record. So you have delete from my records where, okay, so you can use ID to specify that maybe where ID equals to 4, okay, or where ID equals to 3, okay. So that means it's going to delete the records with ID 3. Okay, so when you click go, okay, so one row affected. So let's check. So can you see? So it has deleted the row with what? With ID 3. So that is where we have what? 1, 2, 4.
Is it going to auto
No, yeah, it won't auto increase it, you know. It's going to delete, it's going to remove the row from the table. That's so instead of having 3 here, so it won't do that. But if we have it, that means if it changed this one to 3, so it will look like we deleted a row with ID 4. You get that? But to show that that particular row has been deleted, so that is where we have the records like this.
So now, if you want to change that one to 3, we need to update the ID to 3.
If you want to change,
like if you don't want to
okay, to have it like this, so we have to change the ID. Yes, or you can just update ID. Okay. Okay, to do that, okay, let's check. So we want to change that ID to be 3. Okay, so we have update my records, set ID equals to 3, where ID equals to 4. Okay, update my record, set ID equals to 3, where ID equals to 4. Can you see that? So that is how you are going to handle such kind of situation. So yeah.
Is it possible to input like 3 queries and run it once?
3
queries
query.
and run everything once?
Yes, like
maybe delete that fourth that third, then change the fourth to the third, and we write the query
okay,
and run it once.
okay, running a different query, like delete and update. Okay, okay, let's try that. Like now we want to delete. Okay,
let's say we delete 2 now, change the 3 to 2.
Okay, we want to delete what?
2.
But then
we change the 3 to 2.
Want to delete we've done now that we now have to change the 3 back
to 2. So as we did, but okay, let's try that. So that means we have update first. I mean delete first. So delete from my record. Okay. Where ID, okay, equals to 2, right? So then you now have update my record. Okay, set ID equals to 2, right? Where ID equals to 3. Okay, it is possible. Yes. So click go. Yeah. So it is possible. So any queries you have in that window, so it's going to execute there.
So you have to separate each.
Yes. So you are like now you can you can write insert query, delete, then update at once. Do you get that?
Yes.
Even if it is an application, you can have like 3 or 4 queries on one page, and all the queries will be executed at once. Right? Okay. So that is that on DML. So we have used insert, okay, delete, then update. All right. So we are going to move to the DQL. So others. So we move to DQL. So which is select. Okay. So select. So to select a record from the table. So to do that, so let's check the syntax. Syntax for select. Okay. Okay. So this is it. So this is the same as the projection operation of a relational algebra. So it is used to select the attributes based on the condition described by where clause. Okay. So this is the syntax: select then expressions from tables where condition. So this is what syntax. So example is as select employee name from employee where age greater than 20. So it's going to select all the employee records to where for those that their age more than what 20. So as we have it in our team, we have just only 2 records. Okay. So if you want to select records, student records, which which their age is more than 23. Okay. So those students with maybe age greater than 23. Okay. So let's start with 23. Okay. We have a SQL command here to select. So asterisk. Okay. So asterisk means all. But if you just want to select maybe certain columns, let's select. So maybe we don't want to include user type and label. Okay. So you have select ID, surname, gender, age, from. Okay, let's put this one in uppercase. Okay, from what? My records, select this column name. Okay, from my records. Where age, okay, where age, so this one greater than 23. So semicolon. So click on go. So it will show only records that their age greater than 23. Exactly. So, or apart from that, we have what we call like. Okay. So we have like, but I want us to follow the notes so that you understand them better. Okay, now this one. Okay. So I think we need to use this one. Okay. See this one. Okay. Let's start from. Okay. Let's start from as selecting queries. Then after selecting the queries, then we can sort it. Okay, so maybe based on a particular column, we have two records here. Okay, so we may want to select the query, so and then sort the record. Okay, so as we have this, you can turn this one to a data set. Okay, so this is the original value, that is the original record. So you can sort it, then you will now export it as a data set. So let's assume we have two records here. So but we want it to be in descending order based on age. This the first one we have is 23, followed by 30. Then we want to have the second one first, because the record we have here, the age is more than what the first one. So we want to have the second one as first. So the first one will do what? Second. So to do that, we will use a SQL command to select. You can say select asterisk from my record. From my record. From my record. Okay. From my records, order by, you don't need where. Order by age. Order by age. Okay. Then descend. Select asterisk from my records. Order by age. Descend. This one is a descending order. Okay. So when you click on go, can you see? So now let's export it as CSV. You click on export. Okay, then select the format. So you want to use CSV for MS Excel. Okay, click on export. Okay, we may not need that. Click on export. So that is my records. Open it. Okay. So because we use CSV, okay, let's use
This is your ordinary CSV.
what?
The data CSV.
Okay, let's use this one. Okay, so this is CSV, right? So we may want to change the ID to start from 1. So when you have this, so you can now clean it here. So if you have a lot of records here, so you just drag it to be in order. Okay, but what we want is that it will sort by what? By age, so that we have those that are older at the top, and so on like that. So that is how to generate data sets in SQL. So after you have used your query, okay, then you can now export the table as what? As CSV to generate your data set. So if you are working in an organization now, so you use SQL command to generate your records. After that, export it as what? Data set. Then you can now visualize that data, okay, using visualization tools. Exactly.
Can it also be SQL command?
What?
Instead of picking from like the export, can it be a SQL command?
To export. No, you have to use the export button to do that. Although if you are using Python, so you can export directly using Python code to export. So maybe you are in Jupyter Notebook or you are using VS Code. So after you have cleaned your data with Python, then you can now use a Python code to export. You understand? So that is that on although select we continue next class with select command because we have a lot of things to do under select. Okay. Apart from sorting, so we have grouping, we have filtering, and some other things. So we talk about join two tables together, use inner join, outer join, and some other commands under select. So when we stop here, so if you have any questions before we stop for today, so let me have your question. Do you have any question? So you can just follow the materials, the notes I shared in the group. So to practice it when you have time to do that. So stop